All right, technical difficulty. Be right back. Hold on 1 second. Here we go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Good shit.
that was weird. Yeah. Hey guys, Tony, Soy Sauce Assassin. Also, you know, Eric, smoke one if you have one. We're back. Finally. You have no idea how happy I'm back home. Holy shit.
What are you smoking, bro? What are you smoking?
I'm smoking that test subject that we were doing.
No, no, stop.
Yeah.
I ain't. Nope, that's not gonna happen with me.
Come on. All right, here we go. I just refilled this thing like a minute ago, so it's acting up. So I'm gonna use a different lighter. If you guys have no sound, let me know. We should have sound.
We good? We good?
We're good? Everybody hear sound? Oh shit. Still coughing. I don't know. As soon as I come back, I cough more, but
Bro, I keep blowing my nose. Blood is coming out. The fuck, man.
What the hell? Blood is coming out?
Yeah.
Dude, the TSA had no mercy on my bag. That this thing is like so cracked. I had to glue it.
Yo, my shit cracked too.
They have destroyed our luggages for sure.
They don't care, man.
Yeah.
They give no care.
Hey, Albert.
Hey, what's up, man?
What up, Albert?
How y'all doing?
Better than yesterday. I can tell you for that. That's for sure. No question there.
I don't know. I feel the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody want to go to the DR? Think twice. So.
You probably make sure you have to go through the DR.
Huh? Yeah, you gotta end up with the ER. Let's see what's who. So we have Ethan, Jeff, Tiki Bar, and Cigar. Wasn't Tiki Bar Cigar Bob? No.
Mm-hmm.
That is
up,
okay.
man?
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
We have Steve. We have Matt in the morning. Lotus. Bell. Obviously, we have Albert. So, yeah, we're back finally. Now, I know some people like to go to Caribbean, but if you live in the city long enough, like Caribbean is really not the place to be, man.
Is it Caribbean or Caribbean?
Huh?
Is it Caribbean or Caribbean?
Caribbean.
I always heard it as the Caribbean islands.
No, I said Caribbean.
I know. I'm asking which one is it? Is it which one's the correct way? Because I've heard Caribbean islands.
Yeah. If you wanna, here's the thing. If you make a trip just to see the cigar factory and kind of suffer everything else other than that, not worth it. If you can speak Spanish, you gotta go around and go to places and live in a resort and all that stuff, maybe. But if you don't know the language, don't go.
Don't drink the water.
It's impossible to not drink the water. It's impossible.
All right.
Yeah. Well, you had to shower.
Okay.
Water will get your mouth.
It just drip in the mouth, man.
Right? The water goes in there. If you swim, water goes to your mouth. If you brush your teeth, water goes to your mouth.
Okay.
If you go to a restaurant, the ice, even though you just so the water melted in your cup, and whatever thing that you wash, water, right? Even it's like I was like unsure, I had to rinse the things down with hot water. We still got sick.
I think tonight they're wanting this to be a condensed show, so you can say all the real shit in the after show.
What kind of stuff you guys want to know for the after show? That's the question, right? Is there anything?
Well, we can't talk about it now, right?
I mean,
It'd be like Legion business, right?
sure. I mean, obviously, I'll go with whatever works, right? Because we're here, right? We're back. I slept like I never slept before.
Yeah.
Carry that.
Yep. Fuck yes.
Yeah, I slept like I never slept before, for sure.
Oh my god, it feels so good. It feels so good just to sleep.
And I shit like I never shit before.
Nice.
Do you see on that?
I mean, no. Like I sat on my toilet. I was all good, but it's like that. It's a good toilet. Oh fuck, man. Heat it up. It's not like all the way to the ground. For some reason, that toilet is so low over there. Like you were literally half squatting. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
pretty
I'm
much.
surprised that Eric didn't fall into it because he can't men squat. So he's But their toilet system is very confused. And if you flush once, the next time you can flush is in 5 minutes.
It's 5 minutes after you. So we got to stand in the bathroom 15 minutes because we got to flush 3 times for anything to go down.
Every
I do
time
like
15 minutes.
about 5-10 squats a day, man.
Oh my god. You don't know the pain. It's not the problem to go, it's the pain. It's painful. So and then like we had to do business. So we're doing business while in pain.
I'm fucking talking to Lewis like I'm gonna shit my pants. Like what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, Louis knows. He's like 5 minutes.
Yeah, Lewis knows.
Yeah.
Lewis knows. He definitely knows.
So good thing they do have a toilet and separate from other people's toilet. So it's like no one's knocking on the door. How to get better faster than water? What worked? Oh, just don't eat any medicine. You have to let it out. Whatever your body doesn't like, you let it out. That's it. You'll be better. I just keep eating, so just pushing everything out. So but then like Eric does the opposite. He's not eating, and he still had to go. So
yeah.
But in Mexico, very familiar with water shower are fine, but you have to use bottle for brushing and no ice in the drinks. We for brushing, we did a little bit of water, and then we changed it to bottled water. We're still not feeling well, so because at first Eric was fine. The day after we changed it to bottled water, Eric got sick.
Yeah, I got.
I want to know beach bikinis. I don't even see any beach. We're in the valley side, man. There's no beach there. We're in the valley.
We're literally like mountains above us, and we're like down low where the valley is. Like it's so. The mountains were just surrounding us, and we're like in the middle of the lowest part of the valley. It just
Yeah. It basically was surrounded by mountains, basically.
He is down in the valley. The valley's so low.
Say what?
Right? You were down in the valley so low?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
PCA this weekend, did you see Gurkha Snake? All 5 color, new humidor, maybe. You know, here's the thing. After this project, we don't even know if we can continue to splurge like usual to do the snake, to do the dragon project.
Yeah, the dragon project is probably gonna put them. We're either gonna miss a lot, or it's gonna take us a while to even try to get it. Tell the truth.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear the wind? Did y'all hear the wind blow?
No? Why?
Just wondering. Just asking.
Well, obviously, you got to tell a joke. You might as well give us what it is.
You said in the valley, you're supposed to be able to hear the wind blow in the valley.
No, we're inside the office. We don't hear the wind blow.
Okay.
But there is breeze. There is breeze. Not big enough to blow, I guess. I didn't pay him $20, so.
Oh my God.
Factory. They are mountain high enough. Okay. Hey, Cigar Carpenter. So yeah, I mean, this project basically will go over there. We think that we know a lot of things, but we don't know a lot of things. So you get a, every places that we go to, we hear a half an hour worth of no's, basically. Pretty much. Everything that we go to, everything that we asked, everything that we demand is 30 minutes of worth of nope, can't do it.
All right.
And that's what Lewis also in the office asking about his stuff is also no, can't do it. So it's not just us. It can be anybody. You most likely get to hear it. I don't know. Yeah.
So you met Lewis's dad, I take it.
Oh yes.
This guy. Number one, he started smoking when he was 5. Number 2, he inhales when he smokes cigars.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, I was like, no, I was like, I watched him smoke. I was like, he really inhaling this shit.
And he was inhaling something that's like, yeah, he's not inhaling Connecticut, I can tell you that.
He's like, what the fuck is a Connecticut?
Right. but we figured something out. So like Lewis's father tend to smoke the Habano and Maduro of their own brand. Whenever we see him, he's smoking those. Smoke a lot of those. Yeah, he inhales. He would take a puff. And then he go.
Yeah, and he let it go slow. I was like, boy.
And he holds in there like he was smoking weed. Like he holds there. And then just won't talk. He doesn't say a lot of words. And then like a half a minute later, he started to puff some air, some smoke out. So
Wow.
he was holding it. And he was totally fine. So yeah, that was something to see. He's a very nice guy. Awesome guy. Very passionate about everything he talk about. Could be the story that he had when he was young. Could be the background things, cigars and stuff like that. He's very passionate. He just really gets into it. He gets into it.
Yeah, he get pissed off about how nowadays how people grow tobacco. He got pissed off.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he gets very passionate on things. He doesn't talk a lot. Very courteous. We had lunch every day together. That was a good guy. No, he's a really good guy. Like you can see how Lewis become the way he is because he's, the senior is no joke. Feels like a don, really. He feels like a boss.
He is. He is.
And he doesn't look like he's doing a lot of things, but he's making phone call all day, trying to find tobacco and stuff like that. He just sits there. He sits in the office with a big giant screen of like security camera, and he's just right there. He doesn't go anywhere.
He can go nowhere.
Yeah. Only time I see him move is he coming to the office talking to us.
Yep.
Other than that, he's just right
I
there.
see him move when he go to the back, check a little bit.
And he's still working when he's sick as a dog. I'm not even kidding. That day he was so sick, his entire nose is red. He's dying.
His eye was red.
Yeah. Well, it was the day after, but he cannot even talk. But he's still working that day. Crazy.
He could have stayed home though. No truth. He could have stayed home.
He works very, very hard. Yeah. So we have a lot of content. I don't even know how we're sorted out because every day we're recording. We record our conversation. We're recording the talk in the office. We're recording blending process. We're recording looking at leaf process. We recorded every step of the cigar process. Yeah, pretty much. If you guys got questions right now, I can answer it. Unless I can't answer it, then I'll tell you that's something I can't tell you. Because there are things that I can't tell you. It will ruin your experience. Right? Not because like it was any useful to know. But it will make you like, how do I tell you this? Like different between how soy sauce tastes compared to a tamari. It wouldn't do you any good.
Okay.
Yeah. But I can tell you if you're any remotely sick at all, don't go to blend your cigar. Like the last day, Eric was like, "It's all you, Tony. Can't taste
Yeah.
anything."
I would like, I tried it. I pop on it.
No taste.
I
Yeah.
look at Tony. I was like, boy, between the two, you do you right now. Like,
But there's something we can tell you that after we're done with the blend, we let the big boss come in. He was like, "You guys done doing the blend yet?" We're like,
yeah, he was like, you finally done yet? What
okay.
the fuck?
So he got one to smoke, and he smoked it, and he just looks at it like this. While he's holding the smoke still, he inhaled the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Look at that while he's holding the goddamn smoke looking at it. I was like, bro, is he gonna let that out?
Yeah,
Like,
he
what
looked
the
for a
fuck?
long time too, right? He was looking a long time, and then he finally go. And turns over. This is a good shit. And I was like, what? And he's like, and then his second time he said, "This is good cigar." Yeah.
Our goal was not to be like no trace of Casa Cuevas. We tried to
Doesn't
do
taste
that.
like Casa Cueva at all. But then again, we'll use something that, kind of different. So Lewis did say that if we end up not doing it, he's probably got to take that blend.
He take
because
it,
the blend, yeah, the blend was pretty good. So it's something that nobody used, as far as you know, and they don't have a blend that is like that yet. Dude, it tastes exactly the same.
It tastes exactly the same.
Yeah.
Man.
So people are asking what I'm doing right now. We brought Casa Cueva, I mean not Casa Cueva, Plasencia's Year of the Dragon over to DR, and we just left it on the table. And we left it on the table and let it absorb all the aroma, whatever. 90-degree weather with 90% humidity. It just does that, okay? And see if it brings back that nuance of DR or something like that. Because when you bring a cigar over here, it only tastes worse. Doesn't taste better. So,
Oh yeah. That's another thing, guys. You think you got a good cigar when you blend it until you don't.
yeah. So yeah, we brought it back, and I want to see if it changes anything. Nope, tastes exactly the same. Tastes exactly the same. So that's what I'm smoking right now. Plasencia Year of the Dragon. It's not a bad cigar. I just want to see if it got any, anything at all. You never know, because if you bring it back a week, it can change that much. Literally, we're told that we need to smoke our blend in 1 week and in 30 days, right, or something like that. So I will show you guys the video that Lewis recorded a week from now, because that's when we're gonna smoke the cigar. Right, so a week from at the end of the month, I'll show it to you guys.
I am smoking a short stack. Come on.
I'm also unbanded. Look at that. Look at me go.
Which one's that one?
You already know which one, bro.
Oh, okay.
Double,
Okay.
double perfecto.
The double perfecto, okay. All right, so here's an expense that nobody thought about, that we just noticed, that we found out. To make a cigar shape, you gotta buy molds for yourself.
Yep. So if you want a shape that they don't have, you actually have to buy it.
Any number of shape that they don't have, you had to buy mold for
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
And you don't buy just one,
You gotta
You
buy
buy, like-
52.
50, like 50 plus.
Yeah. And it sounds cheap, but they're like 10 grand.
$10,000, man.
So yeah. We're dumbfounded by the price that of everything. Like when we get there, we're like, holy shit. Yeah.
Yeah, people tell you. Now I can't look at people that tell me cigars like $1.50 plus.
No.
Like I look at them, I'm like,
And we're not even saying this to ourselves for you guys to understand, okay? We were literally there, and after listening to all that, we had like Lewis had to help us out to kind of finance this whole thing. So yeah, like it was not what we thought was. You can't just dump money and then go. Yeah, because everything starts to add up. It's like, oh, this, yeah, you have to do this, that. Do you have a label? Do you have a SKU? Do you have this? That? You know 2 labels, right? You need one for the box and one for the individual stick. You know that, right? Okay. So when you want a box, okay, do you have the design for outside? Sure. Okay. All right. Do you want a design for the inside? Do you just wood? Paper? No paper? Hinge? Buttons? Latch? Oh, you want this kind of latch? We don't have it. We can source it for you, but I don't know how much it is. But you want to do that? We'll see if we can get it. We can't. We can't use the existing mold, but I gotta tell you that.
Like if it's like regular production mode, yeah.
But I can tell you that there, like for example, if you want to release limited edition stuff, and you want to use a certain size, but they already released something on their own, or somebody already used that size, and then that's using that mold, they will tell you no.
Yeah.
They will tell you no, you can't use that size unless you have your own mold. Yeah. We got to that because we wanted to do a perfecto or double perfecto. But the reason that why the double perfecto for the Sanguinueva was the way it is because the other way will happen different. So, but yeah, it was very interesting. It was in a way humbling experience, and that humbling experience part is more like how much we don't know as a consumer or as an reviewer, because when you review a lot and then you you do your same thing, you know what your preference is, you know what to tell people. When you go into the blending room, you toss out all that information
and look at you like, what
right?
the fuck?
Oh, Nicaragua,
like,
this, blah, blah. And you watch Lewis just sit there. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yeah, that's what we ended up with. So keep in mind, we still got to do the review the same way because those are what we understand, and that's the way it's got to go. Hey JB, right? That's how we know it, and that's the way we got to review it. But I can give you a quick example. When somebody say this is Nicaraguan tobacco, I say this is Nicaraguan wrapper, right? Ready? This is Nicaraguan wrapper. That's like saying that this fish came from China. They don't tell you where the China is, but this came from China.
I mean, that's all you need to know, actually, right?
But within China, there's various provinces, and they all taste different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is why you see a lot of combinations, and you thought they taste the same, but they don't.
Yeah. That's like, you look at it like this combination with this cigar that has the same combination. They don't taste the same.
Yeah.
There's a reason.
Well, like one Dominican Puro is not gonna taste like the other Dominican Puro, if you can find a Dominican Puro, that is.
Yeah. Good luck with that. I know only one.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the kind of information that we kind of got stumbled upon. Is that we go in there and says, I remember first day, right? So Lewis, we got members that won Brazilian Matafina. Literally right I finished that sentence. That's not gonna happen. All right, let's scratch it off. And he's like, here's some couple Brazilian Matafina, smoke it. And it didn't taste good. It didn't taste good. So yeah, so it's like, and then we said, yeah, it didn't taste good, and then he said, doesn't matter because it ain't gonna happen. But if you found that leaf, let me know. I'll be interested in looking into it. Yeah, can't find the leaves. And then obviously we talked about Cameroon, and we talked about Cameroon. He's like, if you know where to buy that wrapper, you let me know. I've been looking for 2 years. Yeah, that's the problem. So this is why you see a lot of company use the same type of leaf, like for example, San Andreas. But where is it produced? Who produced it? Which part is produced? They're all different. They're all different. You're not gonna have one manufacturing of San Andreas to be able to cover the entire industry, every single San Andreas out there.
Yep.
Does that make sense? Yeah, you like everybody's using San Andreas,
Everybody using broadleaf.
but they're all different. They're all different. They're all different. So with that in mind, as you guys already know, our cigar is gonna be unreleased blend. We're not gonna tell you what it is.
Oh, are we doing that right now?
No, I just wanna give them a heads up.
Okay.
Well, kind of, Lewis kind of tell you what it is, but we're not. Right? When we release that Lewis video, you'll know part of it. Only the Legion people will know. So Lewis record a video for you guys, introduce the special leaf to you guys, because we don't find that anywhere. So we'll release that video for you guys, only for the Legion, only for the Legion. So only the Legion will know at least one part of the information about that cigar. The rest of the people will know nothing about the cigar. So what does that mean for the blend info to put it out? Maybe I'm not understanding properly. So what does that mean? It means that they want you to use that as part of your purchase decision. So if you tend to like a Nicaraguan wrapper tobacco, that, even though different, could still fit your palate. Does that make sense? It's a possibility. It helps you, right? It's like, oh, I like to eat rice. So if I go to Chinese restaurant, I'd most likely be able to find rice. It's the same idea. If you like Nicaraguan tobacco leaf, even though it might not taste the same, but it might fit your palate more. But again, you cannot possibly tell me that because you like Nicaraguan tobacco, you like every single Nicaraguan cigar. They don't taste the same. Or else you only need one brand. Why do you need multiple brands?
Yes, we did find something special, to tell the truth.
Oh, we find something really special. I can tell you guys right now, but like after we, for sure, because we need to wait for this blend, for sure, know what it is. You guys will know part of the information, but we can't give you the blend. And to make sure it's not lost, Lewis, make sure it's in the folder. So yeah, but yeah, if you guys got questions at all about the trip, cigar blending process and stuff like that, we can give you some answers. And obviously, when we release a video that you see something that we addressed, it will make more sense to you. But that's a lot of work. And basically, someone is doing one work, one job, one single step. So there's multiple steps. One single step multiple times a day until they're done for the day. So imagine if I just tell you, hey, Eric, your job is to jump all day today. The more you jump, the more you make money. But you got to jump. And all you do is jump. That's kind of like the factory. Everybody does one step, and that step repeatedly all the time.
But that's normal for every factory, right? You know what I mean? For actually,
I mean, for a supply chain, I mean the way the works, yeah. But that's tough though. But you know, the only benefit is really the people that roll the cigar, because only them, they get to smoke as much as they want.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because the other people don't have to roll cigars, so they're not gonna be able to get a cigar and roll unless they know the guy to roll them a cigar.
Yeah, unless they're like, hey, bro, give me one. He's like, look at him. I'm like, let me have to roll two more.
Yeah, I had to roll two more just for you and me. No, I'm not gonna be paid for that. How was the food? The food consists of carb and protein.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's good.
It tastes good. So every
Yeah.
day we eat at Lewis's place. They have a kitchen and they have some secretary that cooks every day. And thanks to that, we brought it for dinner too, so we don't have to buy any more and stuff to get sick. Basically, every day there is rice, there is bean sauce, there's a one type of protein, so either pork, chicken, fried chicken, or fish.
Yeah.
Right. And then there is plantains,
Right.
fried
Yeah,
plantains,
there's always plenty.
right? Chips or like some sort of thing. So basically one piece of vegetable, something. So either sliced tomatoes or lettuce, something like that. Bean sauce. How do I, it's a
basically
bean,
beans and mixed with other stuff like
Yeah.
olives, vegetables,
olives and stuff.
all that.
Yeah, everything they cook seems to have used olive as flavoring,
Yeah.
and they add flavor with pinch of salt. So all
Yep.
they have is salt. The only time I ever got anything other than salt is when we went to eat steakhouse. He had ketchup.
Why you have to put that in, man?
It's true. That's the only day you got ketchup. That's the only day you got ketchup. And even then, we're like, what the hell? We're going to look for ketchup? Because like, there was no ketchup on the table. They had to go
Yeah,
look for
I
it.
was like, yo, where the ketchup at?
How far will you say the farm were from the Fuente? Okay, keep in mind, number one, Casa Cueva only sources. They don't have farm. All right, Casa Cueva sources the tobacco. They don't have farms. And number two, the farm is about 40 minutes away. The hence, number one, Fuente was in our conversation a lot.
A whole lot.
Yeah. Hence, number one, Fuente is in our conversation a lot.
And it was very interesting.
It was 2 days in a row, actually. 3 days in a row.
3 in a row.
3 days in a row.
We talk about
So
that.
Fuente have their farm about 40 an hour away. They Fuente probably live around the same place that we were at, the Laceros
Yeah.
area. Yeah. But you don't want to go near it because they probably have the armed guards in front of it.
They got guards.
Yeah, they got armed guards in front of the place. Okay.
No, the steak wasn't bad. I just eat my steak with ketchup.
Yeah. Don't hate on Eric. He gets his steak well done. Gotta put moisture back into it somehow.
Nice.
Okay, keep in mind, at least that day, the steakhouse, his wasn't well done. It was close to well done. It's about 90% done. No blood. Just cook it to a point. There's no blood. It wasn't well done.
Yeah.
Yeah. We talked about this. Our cigar could be Opus XX.
Yeah, we talked about it.
But I don't want to give it too many information out. But how can we trust this cigar to be good? The guys who blend it put it in ketchup on his steak.
Hey, but the guy that fucking blended don't have a badass pellet.
Well, the thing is that he's not the only one that smoked it. 5 other people smoked it. They also is good. Right? He put 2 in there.
Yeah,
It was
Tony-
5 people that smoked it.
Tony, this though. I'm surprised with Tony. Yeah. Love my man Tony. Tell you that right now.
And we have a secondary contender.
Yes. I had to
So-
taste it first.
Just in case it doesn't go, because we're talking about the cigar could only get worse, and once it went bad or worse, there's no fixing. You cannot fix it. Basically, he says if this is bad, we're back to square one.
Yep. And we have a second blend
Yeah.
to make to even try, right? Even try.
And the second blend, primary note is vanilla bean. Primary note is vanilla bean.
So for you guys that love vanilla bean at Starbucks, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's what Tony said.
Yeah, it tastes like vanilla bean. creamy vanilla bean. Looks nothing like it, but it tastes like creamy vanilla.
Wait, you guys don't know what vanilla bean tastes like? Come on,
Everybody
guys.
knows. Come on, you want to go get a vanilla bean ice cream? It tastes like that.
Yeah, give a vanilla bean drink as Starbucks.
Okay. Obviously, I don't want to use opus word at all.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. We don't want their ass to come after us.
Yeah.
No, Peter's pretty good.
But yeah. I mean, overall, we try our best on it. So we did. We were surprised. At the last day, we were super happy. Even with the Eric being sick, we're super happy that we got something to bring to everybody.
Yeah, we thought it was gonna be a shit show and we're not gonna land on.
Because the first 2 days, there's so much conversation going on. So many brands, farms got brought up that we thought it's gonna be a shit show. What's sourced, what's available, that kind of stuff. It was tough.
Yeah.
Okay.
How spicy is the cigar?
And our demand of flavor it was a whole list.
It
right?
was yeah.
It was a whole list. What whole list of what flavor must be in there? It was a whole list. I think we hit 90%, 99% of it. I think there was only one note we didn't have.
99. 99?
The list that we have for the notes that we want. There's definitely not like caramel, you know.
Yeah.
So
All I know is you guys just be happy if this blind go through. Is that this blind set well? No blind spot. It's gonna be no draw that you gotta be like, oh shit, where the flavor?
yeah. The problem with that is we smoked it wet, so we only get you know an idea what it's gonna taste like.
Yeah.
Plus water. And that thing just keep going out. And it will go out all of a sudden too. Like with no hands, all of a sudden, boom, gone.
Yeah, that's one of the flavor wheel. Heavy, minimal, earthy. It's all shit.
That's number 2. That's literally number 2. What the hell was this?
We threw that shit right in the fucking
Well,
trash.
yeah, we throw it right in there.
And we
that's not
puffy.
us.
We're like, what the fuck?
Ari put it down, and Lewis is like, this is shit. I know, he said, this is garbage. He's like, this is garbage. And I put it down too. Shit.
Yeah, I was like, fucking first people, I was like, oh hell no. I like, here you go, you can have it. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, we were. There were a few cigars that were straight in the.
Oh yeah, it's just straight. Like after like 1-2 puff, gone. Nothing. We don't even go back to it.
Yeah, we didn't know. We didn't need to know what second, third tastes like, what last third tastes like. We just
Yeah.
no. If we can't be happy in the first 10 puffs, it's going to the trash.
Yep.
Yeah.
And anything that we smoke all the way to the final third is considerable.
Yeah, and then we re-roll that. We blend it. So, and then we even taste it side by side. Try other stuff.
Yeah, we smoke it 2-3 at a time. And like,
Oh yeah, got to a point where I need some air.
yeah. Just imagine, right? Imagine we just let that 6 cigar that 2-3 people just smoking at the same time inside of small
All
ass
burn
room.
at the same time. Yeah, and the room is about maybe 5 by 9. It's not a big room.
No, I think it's smaller than my garage.
Yeah, you just have one table and the size all cigars, and that's it. Oh yeah, there's a fridge and a freezer in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We spent majority of the day in there, and literally we're just talking, brainstorming, and basically the blend that we choose to do, we get to smoke the next day. We don't get to smoke the same day because it's so wet. There's no point.
Yeah.
So we tell them our ideas. We tell them what we're looking for. And obviously, whenever time we bring up region, that gets tossed out of the trash. It goes
When you
right.
tell the blender regions, they don't give a damn.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Telling you the country of that they don't care. That's not in the blending process. So that information gets just tossed.
They basically go by Volado, Seco, Ligero, whatever the part of the plant. They don't go by the region of the plant.
Yeah, because some stuff just cannot be a wrapper anyway.
Yeah, that's another thing, right?
For example, like we're like, oh, we want a dark leaf. What if we just put a Ligero on the outside, and then right away that got shut down so quickly? And like, that thing's ugly as shit. I'm not doing it. No, Alec was not in DR.
Yeah, Alec was that.
Yeah, they all have things to do. DR is not a place where they just want to go every day. I can tell you that for sure. Not even they want to be there.
They don't want to be there.
All right, people think that is a nice vacation area. No, it's not. It's not. Going in there, we had to go through security every day. We had to go
Well, yeah,
through security.
I don't know. Maybe you in a resort. There's nice reggaeton. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. But once I'm telling you guys, once you step out the resort, your heaven is not there. You're in hell.
All right.
Like-
I don't want to say it's hell, but if you have a certain standard of living, when you go there, it feels like 1970s Asia.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah,
So, but that's not saying that they're bad. It's just their
No.
culture is like that.
it's just that we're not
We're
like
not
that.
used to it because we
Yeah.
already have a certain style of living. So when we go there, we are in not in a culture shock because it feels like when we're young. Just that's how it
Yeah.
is, right?
That's exactly what it
Yeah.
is.
But at the same time, you realize how good you had it because we're dying with mosquito, but over here I don't see a single bug. You know, one of those things. So
Oh yeah, and y'all complain about the mosquito over here.
that's
Yeah,
nothing.
that-
We were like free buffet. The only time we didn't get bitten by mosquitoes was when we were in the water. The resort and guided visit DR is nice. Like it's like
Mhm.
everywhere. But that's the
Mhm.
thing. When you get guided and resort, you are seeing whatever they want you to see as a tourist.
Yeah, you see the beautiful gate. Put it that way.
Yeah. You see the pretty part that they want to see. But when you actually go there working, go to the factory and stuff like that, no, that dream gets ripped apart really, really quickly. All right? Really quickly. One thing we learned, address means nothing there.
Yep. You need to know the
Address means
bushes.
nothing there.
You need to know the bushes and what color the brick of the house. Because after if they don't, you tell them the address. They're like, what's the address? Like, what is the address?
You give them the exact address, they still don't know where it is. One taxi driver had to explain to another taxi driver in 15 minutes before they know where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta know gotta know the bush of the neighborhood very well.
And even when they got there, they're still like, which house? You're like, go. Oh, keep going. Left, right. Oh, not right there. They don't know which one it is. The number doesn't mean anything. They don't have a postal system. They don't receive mail.
Which is insane, yo.
They don't have a postal system. The senior quiver was like, I ordered something from DHL. I didn't get it for 6 months. Because they couldn't find them. At least you get to see the beautiful woman.
that. Yep.
We definitely saw a few beautiful women, plus one that's pregnant. She wasn't rolling the cigar, she was doing packaging. Yeah.
Yeah,
One of them was hitting on Eric. But she was a pretty one. She wasn't ugly. The one that handed you the coffee.
Which one?
The short one. Skinny short one. She only showed up one day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
She was the one that gave you the coffee first. I was like, I'm sitting in the
Oh,
seat. Shouldn't I get the coffee
okay.
first?
Oh, I get it. Oh, her. Okay. I didn't even fucking pay attention. I was too busy.
Yeah. But like, she gave you the coffee. I was in the boss seat. Every time when we eat, I had to move away from the boss seat because the big boss is coming in. Yeah, it was. For most people, I think if your living style is up to a certain point, it will be a culture shock for you. And the AC, the temperature don't matter. It has one setting, on or off. On or off. It's all night screaming at your head because that thing's loud. That thing's loud. Oh,
You know, I didn't even turn it on no more.
Because it's so loud.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even fuck that shit.
Yeah, you can't sleep with that sound. It's so loud. so loud. You turn it on, you turn it back down. It's so loud. Like I was like, I might as well don't sleep. Every day I just wake Eric up. It's like, I was so much time go wake him up. We get a couple hours sleep every day. Couple.
Yep. Couple every night.
And try to get a nap in like 30 minutes before we go to the next thing.
Sometime.
Yeah. So that's that. It was tough. Like when I came back, I don't usually sleep. When I came back, I slept all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the way through. And what's really funny is I dream about working. I dream about blending cigars again.
Why would you dream about that? That shit
I was stressed when I woke up. I was stressed when I woke up. When I was like, oh, shit. Thank God I woke up.
Fuck that. I would never dream about. I don't want to dream about that ever again.
Yeah. So this is why, like, internal pricing, core line is so much easier. You do it one time and you're done for the next 10, 20 years.
Yep.
You do an LE, every time you're square one. You're like brand new. You're brand new. Tough. If you make another cigar again, would you travel there to blend or just have a sample to try? We would.
Oh no, we will travel again.
We will travel, but I can tell you that it will be done differently.
Yeah.
We're going
We
straight
have
to the
to travel.
resort and then take the hour ride every day. And the taxi driver's scary as hell over there too.
And Tony want me to drive next time.
Yeah. So the lines on the street lines is for reference only. They were driving on the line.
There's no law in the street whatsoever.
There's no law in the street. You can do U-turn whenever you feel like it. You can stop in the middle of the road if you feel like it. In fact, their bus, which is a car, stop in the middle of the road anywhere they go.
They just stop. They just literally just stop for no reason.
And they will learn. And also blinkers for reference only too. They will turn first and then hit the blinker one time. They're already there. They hit it.
Which is, I don't know. I think that as normal.
And obviously they have extraordinary shops. For example, Triangle Wheels.
That's
an actual
shit
shop
right there, right? Like you see a tire house, a tire place, and you're like Triangle Wheels. I was like,
yeah. Or just Triangle Tire or Triangle Wheel? Triangle Tires.
yeah, Triangle tires, and you're like, let me get that.
Yeah. Culture shock. And most of the places that you drove by is half done. It's either torn down, half built, or look broke down.
I'll be right back.
Dude, Space City Smoke, you need to stop using Google Translate to say here, boy. That's not how he said it. You don't say it like that. So, yeah, that's not how it works. Plus, like Eric's Vietnamese, you put Chinese on there. He's not gonna understand it. Because I think you comment on one of the his video, he actually showed me, like, what does this mean, Tony? So let me understand this. Going back a bit, you tell them you want vanilla, they go right to Seco. No. You can't tell them something so specific, right? You can't say, hey, I want caramel macchiato, and then they know exactly what it is. No. You tell them that I want something creamy. I want something that's had a little bit more grassy nose or whatever. And then they will try to blend it together. Whatever you're tasting, for example, vanilla, is not vanilla. It's a combination of A, B, and C that combine into a nuance that you think is vanilla. Does that make sense? You can't just simply say this one leaf is vanilla. When you let those leaves, they all smell kind of earthy and floral. All of them smell like that.
Yeah.
Right? They smell fermented. They smell woodsy. That's all you got. You just smell the cigar. You puff a cigar and smell it. That's pretty much every tobacco. And you get strong with less. So you're at the mercy of your luck too. That whether or not that blend is gonna work. You get an idea. You get an idea what part of the leaf you want to use, and you get an idea what can be used at that portion. and you blend one together and you smoke it and you wrote down the notes that you're getting. And now once you're getting all these notes that you're getting, now you say, I want a little bit more of this, more or less of that. And then you choose which leaf to change. That may or may not give you that. We have a few where we changed it and did not taste like what we thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, we changed a few and then we like.
And keep in mind, after you thought whatever that you thought is, you bring it back 30 days, that might change again.
That might just go to crap. Straight crap.
Yeah, because when you first blend it, you're smoking the flavor individually together, right? Once you let it sit for 30 days, the flavor from the filler go to the binder go to the wrapper, and then vice versa. So it became a different flavor. Because now you're smoking together and together, rather than 3 different ones and together. They describe flavors differently based on the food and spice that they are familiar with. Am I right? No. So the things that we're talking about would be like earthy, salty. It wouldn't be espresso, We will taste it,
like
something like that.
Cream, vanilla iced coffee is not going to happen.
Yeah. You just like, is it going to be earthy? Is it going to be woodsy? Is it going to be salty? Is it going to be sweet? Is it going to be creamy or smoky or dark or charred? That kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and
then all those flavors work together to make kind of like a nuance of espresso or coffee.
Yeah. Now, we have a little bit experience because if you listen to our podcast on that episode, when you combine couples specific leaf, you tend to get a certain flavor. We did go by that a little bit. We kind of have an idea those will work, and we try to do that. And we put one together and we tweak that one.
Yeah.
So literally, example number 3 that we have is almost the same as example number 5, but they taste completely different. Yeah. Like if you go over there and says, I want a caramel macchiato, I want a steak, medium rare flavor, they'll be like, what are you talking about? I can't do it. I can't blend based on that. We cannot put together something based on that. Not happening. Okay. So we're blending based on the choice of leaf and availability of the leaves. And then we put them together and see what we got. And then proportion of it. When you skew the proportion of different leaves, flavor change dramatically. And we're talking about like one leaf can make 2 different cigars. A small percentage, 10%, not even 10% will change the entire profile of the cigar.
Yeah, like 10%, you get a whole different one.
Yeah. So you can imagine how hard that is. You can take the same leaf, split, ferment each half differently. You get different flavors. No. You're talking about individual leaf again. You have to talk about harmonizing the flavors to get a certain flavor. The fermentation, they ferment together. It's the grading of the leaf, type of the leaf. They all fermented together. And also where you put it to sit matters too. And now based on the flavor around that, there changes too. So you now think making a core line that consistent from year to year harder than easier. We don't want to do it that way because we're not looking to be a cigar company. We're not looking to do that. We're just releasing limited edition for everybody. That's it. So every time we do it,
we're not looking to do core whatsoever.
Yeah. So maybe that will be in the future. I don't know. Maybe 10 years from now, 20 years from now, we're like, in order to make this particular LE, we'll have to do this. That might happen. Yeah. But not right now. It's not in the plan right now.
Yeah, it's not in the plan whatsoever.
And I can tell you, the only way any company can make LEs is because the core line. Without the core line, they can't make LEs because that job is just too much work and too much cost. You basically try to restart a company every time when you make a LE. Does that make sense? Establish the whole brand, the whole thing, new box, new pen, everything. That's pretty much what it is. To do a LE, basically the core line is funding the LE because LE is expensive. You're starting a company from zero. Okay, but because this time we have 2 blend, that's acceptable. I mean, Eric still had to smoke the other one. Our next project might just straight to go to that, but different size. Oh, by the way, different size means you had to reblend that thing again.
Yeah. Well, at least if we do the second one, we got the core blend. We can just play with it.
Do you think you'll be more critical of the cigar doing the review now that you have seen the behind the scene, or affect your review in general? No.
Yeah, it does not affect nothing.
It doesn't affect anything because the information that you know does nothing as a consumer. Zero. Literally, here's the thing though. I do all those things. I got the talk of that, you know. Now you know what putting the price on the cigar is kind of stupid. Okay, I got that. I got the talk on that one.
Yeah, but, Tony got fucking beat in the head.
Yeah, I got beat on the head on that one. But I also think that as a consumer, that's what matters to consumer, right? That's what matters to the consumer. So my review is for the consumer, not for the blender. So
yeah, because we do review for a blender, but I would quit.
Yeah, you can't. You can't. Just the effort, a lot of effort, a lot of job. Whatever price they want to charge is actually for their
I buy it.
For their effort. Yeah. Because people are not thinking about that. Those people who blend are not getting a salary to blend for their cigars. They're counting on whatever that sells, makes a profit, whatever. Yeah. Leaf is different from year to year. This year's leaf tastes different than next year.
Yeah, but the thing is that when you do core line, you will have enough of that tobacco to last you about 10 years. You don't worry about it until 10 years later.
Yeah. And when you receive the batch, you still have to tweak it. If you knew like the season was bad, well, when you put it together, because every day or every so often, Lewis will go smoke his stash to see if the flavor changed. If flavor changed, they have to reblend it. They have to tweak it so that it tastes the same. For consistency later, easier to duplicate tones as similarly as much as possible. Yeah. And here's the thing that is you can tell that when someone blends something, their flavor profile tends to lead towards that thing. So the one company cigar will taste all similar because the person who blended it is always tasting the same notes. And that's the note they like, tend to taste like that. So like, if you close your eyes and smoke a Casa Cueva, you'll know it's a Casa Cueva.
Yeah.
If you have smoked Casa Cueva before. If you smoke Oliva or like something like that, you will know it's Oliva the moment you smoke it.
They always have that nuance of theirs, right?
That nuance. And the nuance came from where they sourced it too. Right? So where they sourced it tend to have that, and then tend to they do that. So and for us it will be the same thing. And because we did this, it doesn't taste like a Casa Cueva. Because we didn't go like, hey, Casa Cueva or Lewis, make us a blend. And if Lewis was make us a blend and send it to us, it would just taste like what he likes.
Which it did. He did have a pre-blend.
Yeah, and we taste it. It tastes just like.
Yeah, I was like, hey, Lewis, this tastes like, no offense, this tastes like your cigar.
And he's like, that is my cigar, right? He's like,
yeah.
He's like, that is my cigar.
Yeah, he's like, yep, that's my cigar. I was like,
yeah, because I blend it.
It's like, yeah, I blend it for you guys. And like, yeah.
So if you like to eat shrimp, every time you go get seafood or something like that, you gotta get shrimp flavor because you like shrimp. That's the example he gave. It's not gonna taste like lobster. It's gonna taste like shrimp. Does that help? So smoking our cigar, even if you close your eyes, you're not gonna say that tastes like Casa Cueva.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we are doing something that not even they have. Thank you, Philip. It doesn't taste like Casa Cueva. And he literally said, our blend is so good that if we're not gonna use it, he will use it.
Which would, if he used it, would flip his whole profile around.
And that's why he said he was looking for something changing up a little bit. the senior Cuerva was like, we gotta steal this. We're gonna take this. And then we were like, there's nothing we can do about that if you decide to do that.
Yeah, and then they just laugh, which is true, right? Which
Yeah.
is true.
Nothing we can do
can't-
about that.
We can't do nothing about it.
So that's one of those things. But we were happy with the blend, the time that we smoked it. We don't know if it's gonna get better. It's not gonna get better. We don't know how much worse it's gonna get.
Yeah.
That's the one thing they warn us about. Cigar only gets worse.
So it's funny. I would say, oh, we smoke a cigar, right? We're like, oh, it might get better when we let it sit. That shit just got debunked.
When you age your own cigars, it gets mellower over time.
Yeah.
And from that over time, it might taste better to you. Reason being because it got mellower, it's more smooth. And that was it. And it kind of absorb a little bit more cedar, so it's gotta be more cedary. So if you like cedar, yeah, it's gonna get a little bit better over time. Over time. Thank you, Jason. So yeah, we want to make sure everybody gets something to watch while we're gone. So
Yeah.
we double timed it, so make sure we have enough. But yeah, that part of it got us dumbfounded because we thought aged tobacco would have been better. So it doesn't mean our tobacco isn't aged, just so you know. The cigars that you guys do think are great are even better where they are made. No. It changes nothing where you left it. What it does is that the harmonization of the flavor changes, and because the harmonization changes, the flavor changes.
So which is kind of right. As we made it in the Dominican, it tastes great. Yes.
But that's because
But if
it's
it get
freshly
worse,
rolled.
then yeah,
We don't know how it's gonna change. We know how it's freshly made, and freshly made, if it tastes good, it tastes good plus steam, because that thing is wet. I'm not even kidding about wet. Like there was no point to even cut the cap because the cap is just smush.
like just imagine retrohaling steam is not a good thing at all.
Like the leaves are like this. Like you can it's malleable, and when you cut it, it's like cutting a cloth.
Yeah, you ain't cutting that shit.
Yeah. It got to a point where like Eric just ripped the cap off. Just
Yeah,
ripped it
I
off.
just get the wines and I just ripped it off. Fuck that.
So when you freshly roll it, you're tasting it as you intended when you blend it. After you blend it, the flavor harmonizes. Now they might change something else, and that's the unknown.
Yeah, that's the scary part.
We go talk to them about it.
Basically, in short term, basically that blend could go wherever we did all that work, it could go to nothing.
You know about it, you understand.
Okay.
Because you have
Just so you know, your voice is leaking through, so don't say anything that you don't want to leak through.
who you talking to?
I'm talking about you because you're talking. The voice comes over. We can hear it.
Sorry,
So I just
sorry
make sure,
about
no. I'm just gonna make sure you don't say anything that you don't want people to hear. You know.
Yeah, no problem.
Because I have that mistake.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So yeah. So you can blend an absolutely kick-ass cigar. 30 days later, that might turn out to a complete piece of shit.
Like crap.
Yeah.
Like there's no fixing it crap.
And to give you guys an understanding how hard it is to do LE is that majority of the people that started out as LE and do only LE has failed. Company is wrapped up and gone.
Yeah, 90%.
Yeah, 90% of those failed. That's what we heard about it too. I don't even know. So if you start out as LE, it doesn't make money. Unless you're Fuente, you can do whatever you want.
But yeah, if you're Fuente, you LE all you want.
Yeah, you can.
All you-
If you're Fuente, you can LE all you want. Your Placencia, you can LE all you want. Your Davidoff, you can LE all you want.
Yep. Just appreciate Fuente. I give you that. Just appreciate him. He's like a fucking boss in DR, man.
Yeah, first thing you see was Fuente.
Yeah, like
Like-
first thing you step into freaking DR, you see a Fuente picture.
Yeah.
He's like a fucking mafia boss. No joke.
Yeah, he is a philanthropist. He pays all the thing. He donates a lot of money.
Yeah, he did everything. He basically built a road.
Whose factory are doing this? It's got to be assembled in Las Lavas. Tobaccara, Las Lavas. We can give that hints right now if they're asking about the where we're doing thing, right?
Yeah.
You want to give them that hint? I can give them that hint. You want to give that hint?
Do you, man? Do
All right.
you? I don't mind.
We shouldn't even give that information, but let's just say during the blending process, we talked for 5 or 4 days, right? The 4 days, these are the company that came into the blending process topic that we talked about. Was that a good statement? Right? These are the company that was in the conversation. Okay. Shouldn't even give that information out. Okay, ready? La Aurora.
Which is very surprising.
Yeah. Arturo Fuente. Davidoff. Placencia. Gurkha.
Yeah, you believe that, Gurkha?
And an additional hints is Gurkha does not have a farm. There you go. That's the hints you guys got to get. That's the hints you guys got to get. And whatever the statement I just made is 100% true.
No lie. At all.
Right? That's 5, right? I named 5, right? That's
Yeah.
5. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yep. The whole time we were there, we talk about them every day.
Every day. That's in our conversation every day. Well, specifically, Arturo Fuente was 3 days long. So
Yeah, Fuente was fucking in there. He was deep in there. He was deep in the conversation.
and La
It's-
Aurora too. La Aurora too.
Yeah.
For 2 days long. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Fuente is just like majority of it is like fucking Fuente.
Yeah. Cameroon not gonna happen. Can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, good luck with the Cameroon.
Yeah. Even Lewis is looking for his own. Can't get him. I
And
think
if
in
you
the
get
end
it,
he
he's
found
not gonna let us have it. Put it that way.
I think in the end he found some, but that's even that is not enough. But Fernandez was not in the conversation at all.
But that Fernandez,
Fernandez was not in the conversation at all.
yeah, not at all.
Not at all. Oh, actually, no. We talked about for like 3 minutes. All but 3 minutes.
Did we talk about him? I totally forgot.
We talked about him for 3 minutes. That lasted 3 minutes. And it's not really about blending. So that's why I didn't say it's part of the blending process. We did talk about him, but not in the blending process. Cameroon doesn't give you any flavor whatsoever. It enhances the flavor that you already have.
You know, everybody think they love Cameroon, right?
Mhm.
But the Cameroon is not what you guys think it is.
Yeah.
Everything else around the Cameroon that made the Cameroon.
If you just take Cameroon by itself and you just smoked it, there's nothing to it. A little bit floral, that's it. A little bit woodsy, floral, and tastes like kind of leaf. That's it. Never had a La Aurora cigars. Any of the recommendation? Yeah, the new 120th anniversary is pretty good.
Not bad.
Okay, so people think that they like certain leaf, and when they smoke the leaf, they're like,
Yeah,
what
they're
the
like-
hell?
Yeah.
At one point, we're like talk about the leaf. They're like, if you want, you can go get one, just unravel and just smoke only the leaf. We're like, no.
To be honest, like I like Nicaraguan, and when I smoke a Nicaraguan leaf, it's like, yeah, it ain't gonna do nothing for me.
Yeah, ain't gonna do Atlantic for us. So it's the harmonization of those leaves that made a difference. Okay. Doesn't usually Cameroon just enhance the flavor? Yes, that's what it is. It just enhance the flavor of cigar. So that if your blend is primarily the binder and the filler that's giving that flavor you want, you put a Cameroon on there. It looks nice. It adds a little bit to it. That's it. It's like adding MSG into your cigar.
Yeah.
That's what Cameroon does, and that's why people do that, because they have a really good binder and really good blend on the filler. They just want to add the flavor to it.
They want something that wouldn't overtake that whatever they already have.
Yeah. Then you'll use the Cameroon. Sumatra was actually in our conversation, but we're not using it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because Sumatra is kind of similar.
Very similar.
The nuttiness, any medium light colored leaf will give you some nuttiness.
Yeah,
it's actually a combination. It's actually the binder that gives you that, really.
Like the nuttiness is there's multiple other leaves that would give you a nice nuttiness.
Yeah. And that's what we find out. Like we literally can change a leaf and that flavor will still be there. So nuttiness came from a lighter leaf. If you get a lighter leaf, you're gonna get nuttiness. And if you continue to go lighter and lighter, you gotta get more grassy notes. So
you know what I thought was harder to do? I thought it was gonna be easy to get. It's the creaminess.
Oh yeah.
That shit is hard to get you. Boy, get your blend with the creaminess is hard, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
And it could be because we're smoking steam. So they're not.
Yeah, maybe, right?
They're less creamy. Honduras was also in our conversation, and Peruvian was also in our conversation. But then that was the last part where we say, should we add a piece of that to our blend, or a piece of Peruvian to our blend, if there's not enough flavor, and we ended up getting enough flavor, we didn't have to fuck around with it.
Yep.
Right. The more you have, Honduras Puro is horrible.
No, it's a Cameroon Puro.
That does not happen. It will be stupid.
You think?
It will be stupid to do that.
No. Let it go.
Okay. All right. All right. We'll leave that as. What I was gonna say, Honduras. The more tobacco you have your cigar, the more likely it's gonna be shit 90 days later.
Yep.
The more country you have in your cigar, the more likely it's gonna be shit. So try to not put so many countries.
Just use the rare one. Use little but rare. That's what I would say.
Use the rare stuff. Use the good stuff.
Yeah,
then you're gonna get a good blend. Really, the key is good quality leaves. Good quality.
Yeah, good quality leaves.
Rare, good quality leaves. And there's a reason why they're rare. They're hard to source because they're good. Yeah. Just think of this way. When I say Japanese rice is good, there's like 10,000 brands of Japanese rice. Which one?
That's nuts, right?
Yeah. Right. So put that in perspective as the same as leaf. When I say Japanese rice, it could be 10,000 other brands, other farms, Japanese rice. But it's Japanese rice. When I say Wagyu, it came from Japan. It could be any
There's
of the
a whole
city.
bunch of Wagyu stuff, even here.
Yeah. It's got 5 grades and 5 different marbling of each grade. Yeah, same thing like that. For the leaf, if you look at the box, there's all kind of different information. Which part of the leaf, what's the grading, what color, all that stuff. You can have the same leaf, different color. Exactly same flavor, same leaf, different color. That you can get.
Cameroon Puro.
Albert, what about you? You've been quiet. You got any questions?
No, just trying to listen and take it in, man. It's a lot of information.
It still holds up. I would say that would still hold up. As a consumer, it still holds up. The
Yeah.
podcast about the different tobacco, it still holds up.
Yeah.
As a consumer,
But outside the consumer,
it probably doesn't matter all that much.
it doesn't. It does not at all.
Because in the end, when you're blending a cigar, you just care about whether or not it tastes good. You don't care about where they come from.
Yeah. You don't. You just care about how it's put together, how it tastes.
And I hate to tell you, good tobacco only came from a handful of place. Handful of place. Good tobacco only came from a handful of place. And because it's only from a handful of place, source them is the hardest part. Does that make sense? Sourcing a tobacco is the hardest part.
Yeah. Unless you're the big boys.
Unless you grow your own, right? The thing about it, this we've talked about in our podcast that we recorded, is that they only gotta grow whatever makes them money, right? And even the U.S. farm, they gotta grow corn because corn makes the most money. As soon as corn doesn't make money, they grow something else.
Yep.
So that's still true with tobacco and tobacco farm, all right? And keep in mind, Lewis family used to have a tobacco farm. Used to, when long time ago. They talk about that, you know. The senior was talking about Cuevas was talking about smoking when he was really young because they had a farm.
Yep.
5 years old. Start inhaling at 5 years old.
That's crazy.
He inhaled cigar at 5 years old. So put that in perspective. So he really is he was the last person that tastes our cigar.
Yep. He was alone. Yeah.
He was the one that we want to know his opinion from, because he was the one that's not involved in the whole entire conversation, blending and all that stuff. He only come to taste the final thing blindfolded. That's
Yeah.
it.
He didn't care about the rest. He cared about the finished product.
He doesn't even care what's in there.
Yeah.
He just in here, yes, good or not. That's it. Good or not. And he only care if we did accomplish what we go there for.
Yeah. He don't give a damn, man.
Are you storing the test blend separate? Yes. I had an entire empty humidor to store those, so it doesn't get mixed up with other flavor. Mixed up with other flavors.
Yeah.
And obviously we have the conversation whether or not we should sell it. So, and yes, it will be sold.
Yeah. It will be. It will be.
When you have a very, very, very strong cigar, it doesn't matter if you have cellar or not, because it actually overtakes other cigar, not that. So if you have a Lennox, you can put it anywhere you want.
Yeah, if you have a Lennox, fuck it. Toss it anywhere you want, because that shit, the Lennox ain't gonna move.
Okay. Yeah, we feel like we can answer 99% of the problem questions involved in this industry now. There's got to be something that we don't know, but that's actually beside the point. The whether or not it's necessary, it's beside the point. Box issues, basically we have to change the hardware that we thought we were gonna use, because it's hard to source them. All right. We have the biggest problem I can tell you is the paint. The paint. Not everybody can do a piano finish.
Yeah.
And if you want to do a piano finish, you might have to wait 9 months.
That's a maybe.
And that's a maybe. if not longer. You might have to wait a year and a half if you want to do that. So that's the hardest part is the box, how long the box is gonna take. Making the cigar, like roll our cigars to completion before the set part, before I had to set, is our amount is so small that most company won't even take our order.
Yeah, rolling is not the problem.
Yeah, rolling the cigar is not the problem. Las Lavas can finish our project in 2 weeks, and then let it sit. 2 months later, it will be here. If they stop whatever they're doing, they're so busy right now. But like if they stop whatever they're doing, it'll be done in 2 months. So, are there blends that you question harder now? The deeper the knowledge,
The brands.
are they really doing that? No, we realize how hard it is. Rather, we realize how hard it is to do certain things. Like the things were like, oh, what's the big? For example, Opus X, right? Before you're like, what's the big deal, right? It's a Pluto. Now we're like, holy shit, whatever they want to charge, you'll pay.
Yep. Like I say, man, I bought some more. Like I was in DR, I bought a whole bunch more Opuses because fucking shit.
Yeah. Like Opus want to charge $35, $50 for a cigar. Okay, I understand now.
I take it. I won't complain. I mean, I wasn't complaining before, but I won't complain.
No, here's the thing though. Even though I understand it's 35, but when the smoke one, I'm like, that's 15. That's how
yeah. Still gonna be like that. But hey.
Yeah, their effort is not my problem. Okay, I'm a consumer. Okay? How about that? So you're rethinking how you want to do the box exam. We kind of rethink about what hardware you want to use. So it's going to be less elaborate in terms of hardware.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
So
Less
we trying to get
elaborate in terms of hardware.
We're trying to get the paint right now. The paint
is hard. The paint, you're at the mercy of their skills. So the paint, just because you can tell them what it is, doesn't mean that that's what you can do.
Oh, they're fighting really hard to keep their roller. No.
They all pay the same price. Okay, so basically, Davidoff is paying the same price for their roller as Las Havas.
Yep. There's no difference.
Cost of creating a cigar in terms of manufacturing, relatively the same per person. Okay, so they do it by steps, right? So Davidoff might have more people to do a cigar. So instead of 7, 8 steps, they might do 20. Okay, but per person they're paying around the same, because you think this way, right? If you pay me significantly less than Davidoff, why don't I just go roll for Davidoff?
Yep. There's no point.
Now, if we're gonna do a different size, which probably we'll do for second project or third project, then we might do that investment. Like I said, initial investment before anything is rolled, we had to buy mold, and the mold is 10 grand.
Yeah, like 10,000 right off the bat.
And it might be more. That 10 grand is like an estimate. It's like, oh, you need at least minimum of this.
Yeah, this is like minimal skill for that way.
Yeah. So that's the, like, before you even get to that project, it's 10 grand out of the window. So that's why I would say LEs are hard. Core lines are easy. Standard sizes out there.
Yeah.
So Cuba is sort of isolated with the problem. What do you mean by the problem? Which problem?
They have a lot of problems.
Like rollers? I don't know.
Well,
we might
that one is up to our supporter.
It depends on how this whole project ends up. It could be one project never done again.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Again, 90% of people fail. So if we got enough support, then we have enough to work the second project, we would. And literally, whatever profit that came from the first project literally goes to the mall. There you go. If that.
If that. That's the if that. Right?
Yeah, if that. Because after tax, there's nothing. But if we got enough to do a second project, we would do it.
Yeah, the project is all depending on how this one goes, to tell the truth.
I'm not even afraid to say this, right? After the calculation with $500 a cigar, We did not break even. We lost money. Swear to God, we lost money. And we don't even know how much cigar costs yet. We don't. We just rough estimate. We did a calculations like, do we have enough budget, blah, blah, blah. So we went over what we decided to do in order to make the cigar, but we don't even know how the cigar costs. So it's just all the nitty gritty stuff, little stuff to get the price down, right? Because like everybody don't like the price, so we had to get the price down. To get the price down, you got to give something, and then we don't want to give, at least the quality of a cigar we don't want to give.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, so majority of the budget goes to the cigar, right? And then the rest of the thing is boxes and stuff like that. So now we've forsaken some hardwares.
Yeah.
It's safe. Okay, people don't know this, okay? But when you make a box, for example, a hinge. A hinge like this. Usually you get like 4 screws or 4 ends. That's 4 steps they're charging you. 4 steps. 1 hinge, 4 steps they're charging you. So having 2 hinge, that's 8 steps they're charging you.
Plus the inside of the hinge. That's more steps inside the hinge.
Okay, so when you have these 2, now it's another steps, right? So
you open
this might be 2 step. This might be 2 step. If you had a throw hole, that's a step, right? When you make a box, putting the box as a square is however amount of step they want to call it, right? And then they had to cut this box in half, saw this entire thing to half. So they don't make top and bottom separately. They make the entire box and saw it in half. And that sawing is 1 step.
Yep.
So it's all steps. So we have to consider the thing, like putting this lip in is 4 steps.
Yep.
Both sides, 4 steps. All right.
And you see the little screw on
is 4 steps. You know what's amazing? We want to do limited edition, right? So we've got to number them, right?
Each number is a step.
Each number is a step. Each number needs a setup fee.
Yep.
You got to make that number. So you do 500, 500, that's 3 numbers. That's 1 step. But you got to do 3 numbers, right? So you got to make most for 3 numbers. You got to do 500. And then you got to do, because they got to put all numbers together. You can't go like, because I had a 5, I'm going to reuse the 5 for the rest of them. No, you got to have 500. So you have 001/500. You got to have 001/500. 7 different setup. So to do 500, you need 2 sets of each number minimum and 3 sets of some numbers, if not more. Just the zeros, just the 0, you need 5. Just the zeros, you need 5.
That sounds crazy, right?
Yeah. Okay, just put it out there. Now you can understand why a lot of people just end up getting a sticker or write it on the box, because that process is expensive.
You know what I noticed? The ashtray that I got, it was written.
It was written? Yeah, because it was sticker and it's written on top of the sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they can print / out of X amount, but the number is written.
Written, yes.
But the problem is that we want to make sure that everybody can choose their number if it's available to them. So it has to be somewhere outside the box. And that's
outside the box, you know, presentation, right?
Yeah. And we thought about making the plates for you guys, right? So it's like hardware. That means we had to make 500 hardware mold.
Yep.
500 hardware mold to do it.
We don't get a Bovita package?
You'll get Bovita pack in there.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, Bovita pack will be in there. So, and that's why we run into the problem where we had to decide how we're gonna do the numbers. We haven't figured out yet. And our decision was to have 3 bands on the cigar.
Yeah.
3 bands on the cigar. And that each band is hell. Each band we had to print X amount of numbers. More than what we need. We went to Lewis's storage. There's a lot of leftover stuff from every brand. A lot of leftover stuff. It's part of the expense. So yeah, that was rough. Like, you know, we hear so many no's that every no is a problem to solve.
Yep.
Right? And literally every place that we go to try to solve that problem is a half an hour of no, probably 1 or 2 yeses, and then a lot of maybe. A lot of maybe if you're willing to pay for it.
That maybe thing is tough. Man.
Yeah, the maybe thing is tough. It's because it's maybe even if you had the money.
Yeah, it was like, you know, yes, no is easy, right? The maybe is like, what do you mean maybe? What is maybe? You know, like shit.
Yeah, it was stressful. It was a stressful conversation. And you see Lewis just laughing at us on the side too when we're talking about this.
Yep, he's looking at us like we're too crazy to do.
Yeah, that is like, I told you gotta be hard. You know, it was tough. How long does it take from the box to get a retail? Less than 30 days. Hey, Michael.
What up?
We just try to tell people how hard this whole thing is.
Very.
We hear a lot of
Very
no's, a lot of maybes, very little yeses.
About what?
Everything. Go to the box factory, a lot of no's.
Yeah, it's very difficult, man.
Oh, very difficult. Very difficult. And we try to get people to understand when you release an LE, every time you release an LE, it's a brand new process. It's square one.
Yeah.
As if you try to start a new company. Square one.
Mm-hmm. I tidied up.
Yeah. The longest part, the things that you're waiting for cigar is not once you have everything. Once you have everything, it's quick.
Yeah, once everything is in line, slap,
Yeah.
clap,
Oh, yeah, they
everything
throw it
goes.
together then. Yeah.
Everything goes.
Yeah, think of this way. Like Michael said, okay, all right, I don't have enough. I don't have 300 boxes for tomorrow. I need 300 bucks for next week. He can call and if they have everything there, 300 boxes will be there next week, right? But if you say, I'm in the process of getting the box, 300 bucks is not next week. 300 bucks will be next year.
Yep. It takes some time.
Yeah, it's hard.
Was it a good learning experience?
Oh, it's tough, mind blowing. Like our brain fart.
Yep. There's a lot to it, man.
Brain fart. Yeah. The
And I'm
effort.
still sick. Fucking shit.
The amount of effort. You don't get paid for that. When you look at a cigar, you don't get paid for your effort.
That's true. Not at all. Oh,
And this is, I can reiterate this. You can buy those short stack from Little Guy. And that Little Guy short stack at this point is worth every penny that you can pay for. Every single penny. That's probably the best value cigar you can buy in the world.
Yep.
I can honestly say it's long filler. It's long filler, and it's only a few bucks. It's worth every penny. And the reason they can do that is because they make shit out of them. So yeah, they can do that, but that's still worth every penny. Now, if Michael decides to sell them for $8 tomorrow, he can. No one's got a bat an eye.
Yep. There's been whole companies that were built off that kind of idea.
Okay, you like literally Michael can sell them for $8, $10, and people wouldn't bat an eye for that, because if you know what it takes to get to that point, $8 nothing. The reason is that they make so much of it, they somewhat find a way to create that kind of price. But in the standard world, if that was a brand new company started today and they made those cigars, those would be $8 to $10 cigars. Oh, maybe with a ban on it, but yeah, it'll be $8 to $10. And if Michael ever decided to do something for his own, keep in mind, guys, it's gonna be at least $10. If he chooses to be nice, it'll be 8, but then it will be at least 10.
Yeah, probably $10, 10, 12 bucks.
Yeah. Like, you think we're joking? That's even if Michael decide to make a house blend core line, it'll be $8 to $10. Easy, because or else he's selling to you at cost. That's what we found out. We can honestly tell you that. We can honestly tell you that. That's the truth. That's how much money it takes, how much effort it takes, how much hard work it takes, how much bullshit it has to deal with behind the scene to get an $8, $10 cigars to be sold.
Yeah.
And even at that point, Michael's still making pennies.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's this industry is really, I can tell you, based on volume. You're not gonna make profit based on 10,000 cigar, 20,000 cigar, 50,000 cigar. No. That's a DR living wage right there.
Yeah, when you're gonna lock in like a continual blend, you're like, okay, this is gonna be my core line stuff. We're gonna continue to make these. That's when you start getting a deal. When you're doing, 500,000, a million cigars.
Yeah, you had to make in that kind of caliber to even say, okay, I'm gonna make a comfortable wage per se. But if you don't sell that kind of stuff, you're minus to start with, because the next cigar, back to square one. Whatever that you invest in the beginning to start means nothing. So if Michael decides to do, let's say, 3 core lines, he's doing this 3 times. 3 times the cost. Okay, his travel might be 1 time the cost. Everything else will be 3 times the cost.
Yeah, you travel there once, you knock them all out, and then you pay a lot of money.
So it might look like, okay, no, now I understand. Now, like, once you do this 1 time, trust me, you don't want to go back again if you don't have to. You get everything done in 1 trip. It's so rough, man. You wake up in the morning, first thing you go is get ready, go smoke. Eat, and then smoke again. And you're like, can I just sit there and talk? Nope, smoke. You don't have time. Figure it out. Test it. Because the next test play won't show up until tomorrow, so you better figure out everything today so that you get something to smoke tomorrow.
Damn, Michael, you purging that thing early.
He's long
Right.
purger.
Tasted weird.
Yeah. So I mean, those are the hard parts. It's complicated. Well, we're repeating how hard it is because it is how hard it is, and this is why not everybody do it and not everybody succeed.
It's complicated, but it's also kind of mystifying.
Yeah. And you learn why. I'm gonna put it differently. We talk about cigars as a luxury. It really is. I don't care how much money you pay. It's a luxury because the amount of work behind it made it a luxury.
The whole
Eric
lot of
is a
people.
tough guy. He goes out there, is like, fuck, I don't ever want to go back to Ghana unless I have to.
Who?
You.
Yeah,
Why,
I
you wanna
ain't,
go
I
tomorrow?
ain't,
You want to go back
fuck
tomorrow?
No, I ain't going there tomorrow.
Yeah, you see?
Did you get sick? Sound like you're sick.
We all got
I
sick. Yeah, we all got sick.
We both got sick.
Nice. That sucks.
Even Luis Griva's father got sick.
All right.
I think he gave it to me though. Tell the truth.
He recovered in 1 day. He recovered the whole thing in 1 day. Yeah. So enjoy your cigar, man. Enjoy your cigar. That's all I can say. Enjoy your cigar.
Whatever cigar you decide to love or what brand you love.
Yeah.
Just love them.
I mean, review is still review. I mean, review is like watch for your entertainment. But if you smoke a cigar, you like it, you like it. And when they say 300 hands touch your cigar, yeah, probably more than that.
Yeah, from seed to boxing. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
A lot of people, man.
But yeah, does that not that also means somebody molested your cigar? Yeah, that's true. We did. We molested one of the cigar there. So
Yeah, we molested quite a few. So.
yeah, we molested quite a few. We molested. Yeah. Okay. So
That's why people on the outside don't like understand when people that are in the industry or doing something like that, or that are a brand owner, like take so much pride and care with everything. And that's why there's all the little etiquette built into things because of that, because they see the background of how the whole process works. And it's like, even if they don't like the cigar, they still have respect out of that for that reason.
Yeah, I have respect for the cigar that was being made. That's always been there, right? It's just that as a consumer, we think about price. We think about what we pay, right? So that's why I say look at it as entertainment. If you like a cigar and you want to pay $100 for it, that's you.
Yeah.
Right. But and then they might feel like $100 is justified for their effort to source all the tobacco, waiting on them, and all that stuff. Shit, yeah, that they can feel that way. Yes. $7,000 kind of ridiculous. I can tell you that for sure. I don't.
But you can't say because singly they're not $7,000.
So
Singly they're not 7,000.
well, yeah, but if you've divided $198, it's still kind of ridiculous.
Is it?
This trip made me feel like $600 Oro Blancos are super expensive, super ridiculous. Okay.
Is it though? Right?
Well, we don't know. It could be a puro.
It's not. I got a cigar for you, but this has to be after show because I do respect a little bit now.
Yeah.
A little bit of that whole
Yeah.
thing. So
A lot of
is that
time you're
after show?
wasting so much tobacco. That I can tell you that in the factory you see so much tobacco being wasted. And technically that didn't get wasted. You'll be surprised. Those tobacco actually pays for the rent, but a lot is being wasted. The amount of tobacco used for one cigar that you got is a 1/3 of the entire thing.
Yeah, if you feel like that, man, I call a lot of cigar garbage, bro. And I still will, tell the truth. I still will.
Like I said, we during the tasting process, we deal is one out of our one that we smoked that we literally
Yeah, think about
all
like
agreed
we
that was
smoke a
garbage
ton.
in there,
And there's a lot of garbage.
right? But at the same time, it's a test blend, right? And at the same time, we also go like, dude, didn't this person believe? Like, if we taste a really bad cigar, we'll be like, didn't this person at least wait 90 days to tell whether or not this is gonna do? Because some people don't wait it. They just
That's the
go,
thing.
"Oh,
Some
taste
people don't wait, right? They like boom, done, get in process, going.
Some people did not wait long enough to find the final thing and then released it, and then they realized that that's not what the public wants, and they had to go back and rebrand and reblend. It's not sometimes not their choices, like, whatever they want, and then they source the tobacco that wasn't good, and then they turn out to be bad. But they don't know until they smoke it themselves. Oh shit! I already released out there. It's too late.
It's already gone. Yeah, it's already out there, right? So literally, me and Tony could be like, hey, we don't need to taste it in 30 days. Lewis, roll it, get out. Because we think it was good already, right?
Yeah. So they will smoke it. When they blend it, they'll go back 6 days. They'll smoke it, totally fine. Boom, they roll out because the time. It's a time issue when they're gonna
It's a
release
time
it.
issue.
And they it's so packed in, they have no choice that they end up doing it. It's the bad way to do it, and then when that comes out, people are not gonna like it. But I can tell you, even the bad cigar, people will buy it.
Yeah, there's always
It fits somebody's palate. It fits somebody's palate. It fits somebody's palate.
Yep.
So it might be garbage to us. It might be really good to someone else. I wish as a consumer, I know which priming, but also overall doesn't help me. Only factory blending. But I like knowing more. Yeah, a lot of information that we learn does nothing for you as a consumer. Okay? We want you guys to be in part of this learning process with us, but obviously there's some stuff that does nothing for you. For example, like the sourcing part and like how to source those leaves and stuff like that, how hard it is. It really doesn't affect you as a consumer because when you buy the cigar, it's been sourced.
No, there's a couple different. His next Philip's question there. There's a couple different ways. If you go to a manufacturer and you say, "I want this blend," and you just want them to make it, they don't. They'll be like, "Fine," they'll go ahead and make it.
Yeah.
But if you're actually blending it, that's a different thing. They will care if what's put out if it's their name on it. They don't care if it's your name on it.
Oh yeah. In terms of the build, yeah.
Yeah.
So it I don't know. Can we talk about founder? We shouldn't talk about founders, but founder got better because of that process.
Oh no! I mean, I'll tell that. So yeah. So when they broke down the cigars that Founders was originally having done, and Alec went over with him. He's like, "Hey, all this is what they're telling you is not what you're getting because it's this tobacco, this tobacco, this tobacco. They're lying to you. Is what's going on." And so they went and they reblended and they got them to where they're going to have consistency and quality. And so it went up a bunch of notches. Get that effect. So they just because that happens too. If you don't know anything about it, you're not actually down there with it. Somebody can tell you you're getting something that you're not getting. So there's a lot of factors to it. But that other factor that they were using before, it didn't matter like to them apparently. You know what I mean? And those guys they were learning like everybody else. They didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically they went to Las Lavas with their blend. They cut it open, they take a look at everything that's in there. They can build them the exact same thing if they wanted to. The point is that not every factory are honest. So they might source a tobacco that's not what you wanted. They put it in there thinking that you can't tell. And the truth that it is,
yeah.
you can't tell. And this is why we don't want to give you the blend because you can't tell.
Like the truth is, if you want to do it right, go there. Don't trust whatever they're gonna tell you. Go there.
Right.
You only trust the factory that you really trust. Okay, how's that? Go with the best that you can find.
Yeah, that's why like Lewis gave me that option. He's like, either he's all like, we can put together some stuff and you can be like, I want this, or you can come do it from scratch. I was like, do it from scratch is the way to do it because how many times am I going to do that in my life?
It's stressful, but it's fun at the same time because you realize how much you don't know about tobacco leaf.
Yeah.
I mean,
like one of those things. It's like somebody that's like a weekend hot rodder, right?
Mm-hmm.
They think they got everything about cars under their belt. They think, and then they really start building stuff, and then you realize you don't know a whole lot about a lot of things.
Yeah.
Same idea.
So, for example, I can tell you that inside here is Dominican and Nicaraguan. That doesn't mean anything to you. For a consumer, you might say, okay, that might lead to my palate. But again, which part of Dominican? Which part of Nicaragua?
Right.
Which quality, which color, which stem, you don't know any of that. That doesn't matter.
No stem.
Which part of the leaf, which, left or right? We learned this is very funny, right? Some of them goes left, some of them goes right. It's funny.
Yeah, but they roll. It's like,
yeah.
All right. Oh, left-handed, right-handed?
No.
Oh, the leaves themselves.
When you look at your cigars, sometimes it spirals this way.
Yeah.
Sometimes it spirals that way.
Yeah.
But it's not because the guy's left-handed. It's because the leaf they use is the other side. It's half and half. It's the other side. Yeah. And the other side only, it had to spiral the other way to roll.
Yeah.
So you think like you get a whole pack. We don't pay attention to the spiral. But when you do, because we had the samples, and then two of the samples are rolled the other way.
I look at the sample. I was like, "Do you have a right hand, a left hand guy?" He's like, "Yeah, we do have both, but no, that's the same guy rolling your cigar." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it's the same guy, and he's right-handed.
That's funny.
And when we wrote the demo, it was actually not just anybody rolling out demo. It was actually the foreman, the biggest guy of all the tobacco that he checks all the tobacco. That guy wrote it for us.
How tall was he?
Huh?
How tall was he? Like, how big was he?
Was he taller than me? He was like a little taller than me.
No, he's the same height as you, Tony. He wasn't that tall.
Was he like fat or something?
He's quite big of a guy.
He's a big guy.
He's
a big guy.
He's built.
Yeah.
So he's like the biggest guy there?
No. That's not what we talk about, Albert. God damn it.
Oh. What does that matter? I mean, yeah.
Like Nemino leaving Tapsa, they must have muttered to Agunos. I don't know what you mean.
Or get Aganorsa.
But what it might
Make Melillo
matter? Oh,
leaving.
matter. Must matter. I'm not. No, not really.
Yeah, that. So this basically clear up the assumption of like a blunder that leads the play. It does not matter.
It does not matter.
It does not.
Okay. A blender is someone that has been testing the blend, but even the blender don't know what is gonna come out.
Yep.
Does that make sense? Even the blender don't have. So if they hit something really good, it will be like 80% luck, 20% skill.
Okay, so like you guys were down there with Lewis and everything. Lewis and Alec and his dad blended the Patrimonio. They went through 15 different blends to get that one cigar, and they do it all the time.
And in the end, they fucked it up and they had to redo it.
Exactly.
Okay, so that tells you that why we say blender don't matter. Doesn't mean that there's no effort. There's still effort involved. You got to do a lot. You got to do.
Don't
you
get
gotta
us wrong.
smoke a lot. You got to smoke a lot. You smoke all day. Okay, and not only got to smoke a lot, you got to smoke shitty wet cigars because they're wet. Okay, and then you kind of have to guess what it's gonna be like, and you're hoping that they'll come out good at the end of it. But it's a lot of them is luck.
Yeah.
Does that mean there's no knowledge involved? No, there's still knowledge involved. You have to know what you're using.
You gotta know what you're doing.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to know what you're sourcing too. But again, a lot of times sourcing guy is not the same guy as the one that's blending it.
Yeah.
The one who's blending will tell the sourcing guys
close.
that's what we need, and they will source it, and it might not be what they wanted.
Yep.
Right? Somebody's like, oh, we need some Nicaraguan filler, and they go get Nicaraguan filler. It might not be what they wanted, and they might turn out using another Nicaraguan filler. That might be what they wanted. So saying Nicaraguan doesn't mean anything for you. As a consumer, it's
like a Nicaraguan Puro. Yeah. Good job, guys. Nicaraguan Puro. All right.
Okay. So that information only used as guideline. Some places don't even put it out. They just tell you what wrapper is because wrapper gives you majority of the flavor. Yes. Okay. But the rest don't matter. It doesn't matter.
The binder does a lot too.
Yeah, but telling you is only fun. It's like telling you iPhone has a accelerometer.
Yeah. True. Yes.
Right. You know it's there.
But it doesn't do anything for you.
We drink a lot of coffee and Coke.
So yeah, if you guys enjoy coffee pairing and Coke with your cigar, you can enjoy this cigar.
Because we blended with that. There you go.
Because we didn't blend it with water. I told you that right now. Fuck water.
Water doesn't taste good over there.
That's what I asked him like a long time ago. I asked him, I was like, what do you guys use for palate cleanser? He's all coffee and Coca-Cola. I was like, really? He's like, oh yeah.
And a little bit ginger ale.
Number one, the water has flavor over there. It doesn't taste good, okay? It doesn't taste good. How's the coffee? Very strong. Very strong. That thing, you can't see through it. It's like Turkish coffee. It's so condensed, you can't see through it.
Which is good. I love it.
I love that coffee. That coffee is good. And as we smoke it, we had to keep adding sugar because we needed it.
Like we start off with no sugar. The second cup is a little sugar. Third cup, give us all the fucking sugar because we can get fucked up.
I was like, fight the cigar sickness.
Yeah. Because you'll be smoking 2 and 3 at the same time. You're like, I'm taking that. No, it's a bad idea, man. We don't have enough ashtrays. We're landing the cigar at the side of the table, like the corner.
Yeah, we were like the table was just fucking full of cigar. The ashtray is full of cigar.
Water in DR, you'll have to score from the rest of the. We learned those water were bottled over there, okay? But even the bottled water has taste. Oh, okay. By the way, Florida bottled water from Florida, don't drink it. It's horrible. Worst bottled water ever tasted.
No.
Florida spring water.
From actual Florida?
Yeah, that Florida spring water.
That's okay. Yeah, that water is weird.
It says Florida spring on that.
But that water didn't get us sick also.
Yeah, it didn't get us sick, but it tastes like crap.
Like I never knew water had so much flavor that I don't want.
It tastes like GTO, man.
It kind of did, yes.
It's like drinking a cigar. No.
Oh yeah, we did talk about that little fucker too.
Nobody knows him, so it's okay.
Yeah, nobody fucking know him.
Nobody knows him.
Out
Okay.
here, bitch.
Nobody knows him. It's okay. It's okay.
fuck you 500,000.
But if you think about it, 500,000 is quite a bit of cigar. Not that we can make it. We can make it eventually if this thing goes out.
It is a lot.
If you
Fuck
guys supported us and get through what we need to get through, we can maybe even do 500. It will be a very long shot, but I don't think so.
That's $500,000, bro. That's not gonna be limited no more.
Well, I can tell you that if anything, if that succeeded, we have a long-term Legion only or Legion cigar, like a Legion cigar. That wouldn't be a problem to have a mass-produced one. But first, something had to take off, right? So we had the budget to do a Legion cigar. That's available to our Legion members and then
All time.
yeah. So that will be what you kind of consider a core line, but it's really for the Legion, that kind of thing. So
So it is a core line, bro. It is a core line.
it is core line, but it's more like for the Legion. That's a consideration, not necessarily got to happen, because it's very tough to do that. You got to front all the money. The money is tough.
Yeah, the money fronting is. You think you have enough, but you don't.
You don't. Imagine 500,000 cigars. You need how many boxes? The box is the toughest part. A box is tough. They can roll cigar all day. All right. They're rolling cigar.
Cigar is no problem. They can roll it.
Cigar for this order. They're rolling cigar for the next order. Right. The order didn't come in. They just got to keep rolling cigars. So, that's the tough part, is getting the boxes, because you need exactly boxes. So. Maybe I should remove the crystal. What? The crystal? Legion Private Reserve. Yeah. So to do a core line too, yes, overall the price will be easier, but no, you got to front a lot of money.
Yeah, like once you get going, it's okay, but the fronting is the problem.
You got to front a lot of money. You got to get, you got to make sure the factory has that capacity.
Yeah.
To do it for you, because they're rolling other people's cigars too. All the days we're there, they didn't stop rolling. They don't stop rolling.
They don't stop rolling for shit.
In fact, if they have one person that didn't show up, play a hooky, whatever, that holds back.
The other guy that worked side by side, don't stop. Whatever you doing, the other guy come back, he had to finish that guy job from yesterday.
One person per day is 500 cigars. So if you lose one person, it's 500 cigar behind.
Yep. And the other guy have to come back and fucking catch up.
And there's no way he can roll 1,000 cigar after that, because if he can roll 1,000 cigar, he'll roll 1,000 cigar every day.
Yeah, that's all right,
So you got to catch up, because like one roller can't cut the mustard. What are you saying?
The worst is like one of those
sampler
pack. Those sampler pack, if you're behind, you can't do the sample pack, because
if you're behind, the sample pack get fucked up.
So we're never gonna release sample pack. Okay. So is there any other questions that we can actually answer on the screen? If not, it's 11 o'clock. So anybody?
Anyways.
I'll give 1 minute for somebody to type out a question if there is.
Oh, I forgot about daylight savings time. We don't have that, so I forgot.
Oh, that's what you. Okay, so you were thinking. Wow.
I was thinking 7 o'clock my time.
And also, I think this is totally worth it to do a release party. So that will be one of our Legion Meat release party thing in the future when we can.
Oh, fuck. Here come another. I'm going to love this party. But
we got to hate the travel.
It's going to be another expense.
So when can you get your box? You get your box at the release party.
At the release party. If you want it early, that's where you go, boys. But me and Tony trying to work out something for the release party, so we're not sure. We're not sure it's gonna happen.
Because literally there's no profit, so whatever we're gonna spend, it'll be our own money. So
yeah.
Now keep in mind, we will profit if we do 25 a cigar. That's the math. The math says 25. 25 will have profit.
25 would be good.
That's why the adage that everybody jokes around with is the way to make $1 million in the cigar industry is start with 2 million.
Yeah, start with 2 million, and then you can get $1 million back.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's because essentially the first is, from what I've heard, the first go around, it's kind of a wash, and then it's over time they build it and make it back.
For us, it won't even be a wash. For us, it won't even be a wash. But again, you know, we're calculating just the expense. We're not calculating salary. We don't have salary for ourselves
Right.
or anything. So if you work in a company, it'll be beyond that. You'll be beyond.
Oh yeah, it's a loss. Yeah, it's a loss.
I like peanut butter in my celery. I put a
Feels
little
good.
raisins on it.
October 2025.
I mean-
So when does Val get his hat? He will get his hat when he get his first box. I have it prepared just so that he won't complain.
That's nice of you, Tony. That's nice of you. That hat's pretty cool.
I made one for you too, just not green.
Oh,
You don't have to wear it. I know you like to do your hair, so
you actually love me. Look at that.
I gotta make you wear it. So
You gotta make me weird.
perfect. Last question is, what's the last question? Oh yeah, when he get his box. Don't worry, I brought you a lotto ticket, so when I pick up $1.1 billion, I'll kick in for sure. If I have $1.1 billion, I buy a farm so that I don't have to source.
Yeah, we don't have to do shit. We just watch it grow.
In fact, I'll make $1.1 billion. I guarantee and I promise you, if I have $1.1 billion, my next cigar is gotta be a Dominican Pure. You see Eric's face. My next cigar will be Dominican Pure. Eric is like, all the money that just went to the water.
I think it's time.
Eric is like, all this money just gotta go to trash. Okay.
Yep. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
All right, 11:04. So we're gonna go to Discord and answer the question that we're not supposed to answer, and I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Peace.